This is a new video and it's of Metroid Dread Special Edition for the Nintendo Switch. I was given this by my little brother for Christmas, so a big thank you to him. I have played the demo of it on the Nintendo Switch and I really enjoyed it. Although it did take a while to get used to the controls and the play mechanics of the actual game. And I've seen a little bit of some of the playthroughs of people playing it, but obviously that's not the same and we until you kind of play it for yourself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this and what's going to be contained in this special edition. As it's actually quite heavy and it's actually quite big as well. So we'll sit there and we'll see what's contained in this package. And I don't know how much these are going for now. So obviously you've got the box here. You've got a little tour. And it says Metroid Dread there. Once you've got Metroid Dread there. And then you've got this cool artwork from Metroid Dread. Look, we can put that all in frame, so that looks pretty cool. So that's awesome. I am a big fan of the Metroid games. I believe it or not, I haven't played the original Metroid games on the NES or on the Game Boys. For me, I started off with Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo. Obviously now with having Nintendo Online, it's very easy. I will definitely go back to the NES games and then maybe start playing them. And also you've got Super Metroid, which I've got multiple copies of it. I've got it on the I've obviously got the original cartridge for the Super Nintendo. I have it on the virtual console on the Wii. Obviously, and also I've got it on the Super Nintendo Mini that came out. And then obviously you can play it on the Nintendo online service on the Switch as well. So there's multiple ways of being able to play that game. So, pardon me. So that's kind of great. I love the Metroid Prime trilogy. I did complete the first Metroid Prime, which was on the GameCube. Metroid Prime 2, believe it or not. I don't remember what that was called. I didn't really play that. I only played a little bit of it. Again, I only need to get back to it, and that was on the GameCube. And then it was Metroid Prime 3, which was on the Wii, on the Wii console. But I actually played it, but I haven't finished it. And obviously that used the Wii nunchuck and remote control. So and then on the Wii console, they a couple of years ago, obviously when the Wii was around, they had the original the Metroid Prime trilogy in a really cheap sale where you get all three games on the Wii U. So I bought it, so now that makes it a little bit more convenient to play on the Wii U because I still got that set up rather than having to set up my my GameCube right to play the first two games. So yeah, I definitely will go back and play those games again. I may even start Metroid Prime 3 again. Who knows? I might just do that. And then I know there was a Metroid on the 3DS, but which is a remake of Metroid 2, but which I don't have a 3DS, so maybe eventually I will get one in time, or maybe they might even port it to the Switch. Who knows? So that's my Metroid history. But yeah, yeah, I am a big fan of. I haven't played all the NES ones, but I've seen them. I've seen the NES ones from afar. So yeah, I am a big fan, and especially of Super Metroid. That was my jam. I really enjoyed that game, and my brother pretty much completed it 99%. I think he only missed one missile. He had one missile missing, I think, but I know he's completed it. I don't know. I don't remember if I ever did. And obviously there was Prime Hunters on the on one of the games on the Nintendo on one of the Game Boys. So I've got that where obviously it's all 3D and stuff. And then I know there was a demo on the full game. So you've got that. So anyway, we come bang up to date with Metroid Dread. And as again, we've got Samus. I mean, who knew? I mean, I did it even as a kid. I didn't know that it was actually a girl. It was all, which was kind of a nice little twist there. So yeah, we've got this. So we'll sit there. We can see if we can unbox this. Obviously, it comes in a plastic sheath. Yeah. So you can take this out because it's quite heavy. It's quite big. Yep. As you can see here, it comes in a cardboard box here. So you've got it on display there. So I will take a look to see what is contained in here, and try and be careful not to obviously damage the box, because I love to keep, especially my special editions. I love keeping the boxes. As you can see here, you've got the Metroid. Oh wow! I mean, I do like this with the black finish. So I'm trying to think of where to start because it looks so exquisite. All right, we'll start with the steelbook. Here we have the steelbook of the game, and you've got Samus at the front. On the spine, there's nothing there, so it doesn't say Metroid or anything like that, which is a shame. And then you've got the back of the steelbook there. And we'll open it up and think the game's in here. No, or it isn't in here. I don't know where it is. So yeah, you've got the inside artwork and the Metroid symbol there. So you've got where the game would be. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. So that's pretty cool. Look, we can have a closer look there. And we'll see what's in here. Oh, it's separate. Because some of the boxes I've seen the game was already in there. So I'll put this aside here. Let's see if we can open this up. So that's pretty cool. So you don't have to use the actual steelbook if you want to sit and keep in pristine condition. And you've got the main game, Metroid Prime. Sorry, Metroid Dread. Sorry, I've got Metroid on the brain. And obviously, you've got on the spine it says Metroid Dread, and you've got some screenshots at the back of the game. It says "Come face to face with fear," and obviously you've got it in different languages here. So that's the main game itself. We'll see if we can open this. Okay. Right, I've got a pair of scissors here, so we'll try not to damage this. Okay. It's got to open. So I'm going to try and do it. I've got very long arms. Right, we don't know, the plastic's making a lot of sound, but I don't know how the phone is picking up on here. So yeah, you've got back there out of the plastic. You've got the main packaging there. We'll open this up. You got like a little warranty card in here, and then you've got like a little kind of an X-ray of Samus there, the artwork. So that's pretty cool. And obviously on the right you've got the cartridge there. So you got the artwork there. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had a community page. Obviously you need to have 1,000 subs. Otherwise, what I would do is maybe what I would have done is obviously uploaded the video and then like taken the individual pics of the items and then put in a community page. But obviously you need 1,000 subs before you can do that. But maybe one day in the future I'll be able to do that. So again, you got the cartridge, the game there. So that's pretty cool. So obviously that's before you've got the main game there. And then obviously on the side you've got, on the left hand side you've got the steelbook, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think I'll be touching the steelbook because I'm very protective of my game steelbooks. You've got a little pamphlet here which has got Metroid. It's a little black sleeve. There's a little kind of a glossy little finish here, as you can see here. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. So that's pretty cool. See what we got here. Oh wow, these are like postcards, and it's got like a foil, like a kind of a foil finish. So we've got here Metroid for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which is the very first one in the series. So you've got the graphics there, the pixels there, the 8-bit. We've got here yeah, also this, I'll show you here, there's nothing at the back, just blank. These little postcard things. You've got Metroid 2 Return of Samus. That's for the Game Boy. Again, you've got like a foil finish. This one's red, and obviously the other one was orange. You can see it's an orange foil finish. So you can see, I don't know how well it's picking up on the camera. So yeah, that's Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy. I haven't played this either. This one, obviously, I have. This as well, man. And I think it was one of the first 24 meg cartridges for the Super Nintendo. And I remember because I think my brother bought it. It came in a big box. It was a bigger, larger box than the usual Super Nintendo boxes that you'd get, because it came with obviously with the cartridge, and it came with a full color manual, which I think I've got somewhere around. And obviously I've still got the cartridge. That was pretty great. They don't make them live anymore. So yeah, you've got, again, as I said, Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Great game if you haven't played it. If you haven't. So that's really awesome. And this is Metroid Fusion. That's on the Game Boy Advance. I think I have this one, because I know there's 2 Metroid games. I'm trying to remember which one I have. So obviously, again, obviously it's got a blue foil finish, so that's pretty cool. The artwork, again, fantastic. I think that the foil finish really gives it that that shine, if you pardon the phrase, and it kind of really makes the artwork pop, especially with the different colours that they've given each of the Metroid games. So that's Metroid Fusion Game Boy Advance. And obviously, last but not least, this is obviously Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch. Again, this has been given a silver finish. So that's pretty great. And also, at the top of each of the cards, they've got their little symbol at the top for each, representing every game. So yeah, that's kind of really cool. So again, that's Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to put these back because I don't want to get these damaged. So again, that's pretty cool. I mean, the one thing I would say about Nintendo is that when it comes to obviously their special editions of their games, like there's the Zelda Link Awakening one, which I did last year, or maybe I uploaded this year. I don't remember when I did it. That one was really good. That came with a what do you call it? A steelbook. So that was kind of really great. But obviously, they're not cheap. So again, I'm thanks to my brother for doing it. So yeah, we can take this out here, as you can see, and what appears to be a book here, a Metroid book, and it's actually quite heavy, which is probably why the box is quite heavy. Don't think the base of it. So as you can see, it says Metroid Mission Logs, Journal of Missions. So you can see it's got a black finish. Also, it's still got the plastic on it to protect it from damage or scratches. It's got a little, I don't know if that's the ball, the morph ball thing here. But and then again, you've got that little thing here. So yeah, it's a hardback book. It's quite heavy. If I put a comparison to, say for example, if you look at the comparison size-wise to the actual size of a standard Nintendo Switch case, you can see how big it is. I'll say it's about maybe 3 width-wise sizes of the actual case. So as I said, what you can see, it's quite. I'm trying to convey that on the screen. It's quite heavy, so it does feel quality. So we'll try and open this. Again, I can try and open this without damaging it. Okay. See if I can do this. I have to do this off camera because I have not got long arms, I'm afraid. Okay. Mount it. So we can open this up here. Yeah, you've got that new. I do love the new smell of a bullock. It's like when you get trainers and you get them for the first time and they've got that new trainer smell. And after you wear them, you really can't replicate it. Shame they don't do it as a spray. So as you can see here, it's a matte finish here. You can actually feel the actual letters. It's like they're debossed. Obviously got that silver finish, and then obviously you've got a gloss, little specks of gloss finish here, and then also on the back as well. So that looks pretty good. What I might do is I might take some pictures, and then for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you can maybe see the pictures of some of the items close up or individual. Yeah, I can really smell that new smell. Okay, let's see if we can get this into camera. We'll move that away. I won't show it all, but wow. See, that looks like from her NES days. I mean, I do love even when I used to do like the Game and I say in Japanese, even when I used to sit there and do their Game and Watch things, you used to get the little animate drawn of the proper characters on the actual boxes or inside the inlays and that of the box, and that was kind of really great. I mean, I'm really fascinated by the artwork. Also, you've got the different creatures here, obviously being full colour. And then the pages are actually quite thick. Wow, this is really good. This is really nice, especially if you're into the art style of the Zelda games. Oh, and then now we're moving on to Metroid 2, Return of Samus. Obviously, as well, there was a remake of this on the 3DS. That's pretty good. You can see how the art and the design of Samus has evolved, and the colours. So that looks really kind of great. And again, you've got the creatures here. That's pretty cool. I don't know how the people have the imagination to draw these these very distinct characters. It must be very difficult to try and create something that's new and fresh. Oh man, I remember that. And then there's obviously Samus' ship. And obviously you've got here the E-Tank. Obviously now we move to Super Metroid. Now this is the one I know more of, because playing it so many times over the years, but I really need to get. I really wish I could stream it, but I can't. I don't have the equipment to do it, but I would love to be able to do a stream of this. Oh, you got Mother. I don't know what that is. Can't remember. So I don't want to butcher it. Obviously, you got the creatures here. I think that's Ridley. Oh, that's definitely Mother Brain. Yeah, it's just a smell. I can actually smell the book. It smells really nice. You got her symbol here, and then her ship. And then Samus there, and you got the map of the area. Oh, you got Metroid Fusion here. You can see how the art style and the colours of each of the games really change. Yeah, that's really clever. It's just got like a neon coloured suit there. That's pretty great. And then her ship. So I think that's her ship. I think. Wow, it's like the attention to detail and the artwork of the actual creatures. I mean, so many people really are talented artists, not only being able to draw, but the imagination of being able to draw such great creatures. Obviously, you've got Metroid Zero Missions here. You've got Metroid Samus Returns. That's pretty. That's awesome. Again, you can see how the artwork changes, but yet still keeps the feel of the Metroid and the design of Samus. Yeah, look at the detail. I just love the attention to detail and the rocket on her arm. That's kind of really great. And there's one of the Metroid there. Oh man, look at that. Look at the colours. They just really, as again, attention to detail, the different contrasts of colours. I mean, it really, wow, it just really looks powerful. The actual artwork. And so far, this software is up to 53 pages. Now we get to Metroid Dread, and obviously we see how the design, and then also that was on the actual game. It's inside the actual game case. But I just love how the way they change the colours and the design of the Samus' suit, but yet it still feels like Metroid. Obviously, you've got the scissor suit upgrade, so that's absolutely awesome. I do really love this. You've got the different colours, and oh man, this looks cool. I mean, I am looking forward to playing this game, and it's just a shame I can't stream it. Yeah, you've got some of the villains from the game. And this looks like a breakdown of a storyboard of the actual game of the. I know there's intro, there's cutscenes, so this is the storyboard. Yeah, we'll kind of fast forward a little bit. Oh man, this looks absolutely beautiful. It's I don't know if eventually you can get a Metroid book on its own, or when maybe they will do this to be able to buy separately. Which I think they should do, especially if you can't pick this up, or maybe you just want the books. I know maybe some people probably selling these on eBay separately, so you know. But yeah, the artwork is absolutely exquisite. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful art. I absolutely love it. Very atmospheric. Wow, look at the colours pop. You've got the dark blacks and the reds. Obviously, it's a lava. And up to page 137. Oh, skipping a little bit more. It's 153. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna do my best to preserve and look after this. But yeah, obviously this is the page 177. Is it? I think. Yeah. So we'll skip to the end. I don't know how many pages at the end of it. Yeah, and obviously it's just Nintendo, so yeah, you look at 191, so it's nearly 200 pages. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. And as I said, I know that this special edition is probably gone up in price and it's probably a bit on the pricey side now. But yeah, I would say if you're somebody that is a Metroid fan, I definitely would recommend picking this up. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. No, there's not. Would have been nice if you could, you know, the only thing I would maybe would have added to this if there was a poster of some kind that you could that came with it, which is a shame because with the Zelda Hyrule, I forgot the Hyrule game, that one which I got, that came with a poster. So yeah, this is Metroid Dread special edition for Nintendo Switch. Now, obviously, as I said, I got given this as a present, so I mean, obviously, I didn't have to pay for it. So I would say, for the price, whatever it maybe is, maybe I don't know if it's about between £80 or £100, so obviously that's UK sterling. I would say if you are a Metroid fan, and obviously you're a fan of all the games and the different various versions of them throughout the history on the different Nintendo consoles, and you like steelbooks, and obviously you want the art book, for example, and then obviously you got the postcard. I would say that I would honestly say, if I had the money, if I seriously had the money, I'm just not being biased because obviously I like Nintendo and I like Metroid, and obviously it's easy for me to say because I've got this. Would I say this is worth it? For what I would say, for what you're getting, the quality and the sheer amount of goodies that you actually get, I would say it's definitely worth it. So if you can and you can afford it, I'd say pick it up, definitely. So it gets a big thumbs up for me. So anyway, sorry this video was a little bit long. It's just, you know, I really do love Nintendo, like Sony and Xbox as well. And I really love the different Metroid games. They all have their own unique things to bring to the table. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of gushing about it and why it's so long, why this video is so long. So yeah, and thank you for bearing with me with this video. I hope people found this video informative. Feel free to share and to like if you already haven't, and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see stuff like this on my YouTube channel. So anyway, take care, bye for now, stay safe, and wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and all the best for 2022. May it be a better year than the last couple of years that we've had. Anyway, bye.